What's up, guys? This is Tabletop Vibes, and today we're taking a look at a few good nights by All Night Games. Jason?
So, my night was not so much an all good night. My night was sort of like an all dead night. So
yeah, you got beat up really bad.
I got beat up real bad.
And for the first time in my rolling career, I was rolling dice like a champ.
That's right.
Like a knight of the realm.
I was so impressed.
Honored knight, by the way.
Yeah. So, in this game, you are going to take control of a knight. And he comes with basically nothing. He basically just comes with clothes on his back, and that's about it.
And you just got enlisted.
Yeah.
You're pretty useless.
And you are going to acquire mana and gold to really go into the marketplace and really buff this guy up into a true champion.
Yes.
To go out, claim all these gems to get gold and slashing monsters and blocking
goblins
their attacks.
And lords.
Drinking potions and...
Honestly, you're literally just becoming the best quest adventurer you could be for the king and the knights of the realm.
Exactly.
So there's only a few of you, so someone's got to be good.
Right, and in real life, for all intents and purposes, whoever has the most money at the end wins.
Like a true lord.
There's a couple other points, but that's what
it comes down to.
And without any all sorts of bleeding holes all over their body.
Yeah, because you do get destroyed. Like Jason got a lot of destroyed. Yeah, it was bad. So in this game, as Jason said, you take on a character. You're a knight. You come with no weapons, no armor. You're pretty much just a meat bag, ready to do your king's good service in the realm. And then you're going to then start trying to work your way to make money, to get gems, to buy goods, and equip yourself to be one of the few and the strong knights in the realm.
Right. So this game is divided into 9 rounds over the course of 3 days. So in the dawn and dusk phase, or morning and dusk phase, they're about the same. What you're going to be doing is you're first going to go and buy stuff at the market, and you don't have any money to begin with. So your first round, you're not.
You have some, but not enough to buy something.
Not at the very beginning. Yeah, nothing. So you're poor. So then you're going to go out and adventure, and this is really kind of a cool crux of the game. This is really the meat of the game goes in. So the idea is that there is 3 different sets of dice. There is your beginner dice, which is what you're at to start with.
Or should start.
Yeah. And that consists of several different colored gems. I mean, there's 4 different colored gems, I believe.
Blue, red, green, and purple.
Yep. And then you have a wild, and then you have a lowly goblin on one of the sides. Right. And if you're unfortunate enough, like me, to roll the goblin, he will do 1 wound to you. But those are the basic dice. You choose 7 of those dice and roll them. There's also the more advanced, which has more goblins, more gems, and then the black, which has some super special cool things, including bombs, warlords,
treasure chests, ×2, ×3,
for your gems.
Yep. But the risk is high, but the reward is higher.
Right. And so once you go through, you take all the wounds and everything and absorb what you can when you get items later on. Then you come back to town and sell off all your gems and get money and mana and then prepare for the next outing.
And all your gems that you roll, because you're trying to get sets of gems. So the more sets you can have or have sets of, you can then make the most money and get the most mana. Then you can go to the market and spend all that to buy a necklace, an armor, 2 different hand weapons, some utility like some potions, banners. I had a banner that let me reroll goblin dice. I had a shield that let me block 2 attack. I had a axe that let me reroll 2 goblins. So you're trying to mitigate all these things to keep pushing your luck to then make more money, to then use more harder dice.
Right, and the items in the market were actually kind of neat. So
super cool.
As we started playing with this, and you're constantly shuffling these items out as obviously better stuff comes available or stuff you can just afford. But the nice thing is there seems to be a couple of different strategies involved here, and they're not mutually exclusive.
Right.
So you could kind of go the more defense strategy, I'm going to block damage coming in. The more attacking strategy, I'm going to hack away.
Right. I'm going to re-roll dice instead.
The difference on those is sometimes for taking out certain goblins, you get stuff, so that might be a bit better.
Yeah, you can bet on each other. They can get bet cards, which are really kind of cool. You pay 3 mana in the day because it gets expensive at night. We'll get to that later. But you can get you can use your mana in the daytime to buy these betting cards. Where I'm betting that if you take a lot more red gems, I'm going to get paid out on your payout.
Right. So also you can get other items that provide passive abilities that give you just free stuff. Now. The risk there is you can only have so many things available to you.
7.
Right, so you may not be able to do damage, but you get free stuff out of it. So,
and then at the same time, if you find something better that you want to use, over something you already have, you can then just toss it. And if it's not the same turn that you bought that same item, you can make half your money back.
All right, you know, people buy stuff back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
There's
what
other knights looking for your
for
junk.
stuff all the time. So that's what you're going to be doing during the day and the dusk phase. But then you got the night phase.
And this is where it gets real rough, because if you can't roll good, you can get really messed up. Because at the night phase, everything costs more to buy, ×2, and mana, and damages ×2.
×2, but you flip over a card and the rewards you get for bringing the gems back are much greater, because you know it's night and there's not a lot going on, and there's that black market phase type of thing going on, and people, you know, oh, I'll trade a little more for those gems.
And then the coolest part about it again is that you're choosing your own adventure of the dice that you're rolling. So white dice, the basic dice; orange dice, the more intermediate, and then the 2 black dice that you can throw in just to toss all caution to the wind and see if you come out ahead.
Right. So you really do pick your own poison, and there is a definite downside to this, because for every goblin or warlord or bomb that you don't mitigate, you're going to take damage. Every 4 damage is a wound. Once you get the wound, well, like I said, it's like a
you're just hemorrhaging.
Yeah, you're just hemorrhaging blood. There's no healing from this. You're just hemorrhaging blood. And if you get 5 wounds over the course of the game, well, you bled out. You're dead.
So you want to push it, but you don't want to push it too hard to that you're then dead.
Right.
Because that doesn't work out
exactly.
well.
So at the end of the game, you're going to get renowned for the money you have. You're going to get renowned for the mana you get. There are set bonuses. So in the equipment that you get like the mage set. Or
you can collect sets in which then you get better things.
The crafter set or whatever.
Right.
And but then you subtract based on how much wounds you have too.
Yes.
So you gotta
and there's side quests, which is really cool. On the back side of gems, you have these things called side quests, which then you can allocate gem dice to those quests to try to do something on the side.
Right. Also on this, they have catch-up mechanics, which are always really appreciated, especially you know, based on rolling.
If I'm rolling super amazing, Jason was rolling how he was rolling.
So basically what you do is at the end of every one of your turns, you check after you acquire your equipment, and if you have less than 1,000 gold than your opponent, you get a little boon token. Yay, little boon token.
Boon tokens.
And this kind of provides some additional benefits in the future. I think as well as your opponent gets a hunter token, I think.
Yeah, because you get targeted then. Because you're
wealthy.
You're wealthy. And you're in front. I mean,
so there's some nice balancing mechanics. Just
words of Ricky Bobby: you're not first, you're last.
There you go.
You got to pay for it. But there's just a ton of fun with it. I mean, again, you're rolling. You're excited about what you roll. You're hoping that you don't hit all the bad things, but then you're also excited if you do hit the bad things, because I can mitigate the bad things because I bought this cool item last round and now I'm stronger. And then you push your luck harder, and it all goes down the drain.
Yep.
Jason.
Yeah. Four wound bandit right here.
He was just like the one roll just destroyed him. So
it turns out getting 10 damage in one turn is not a recipe for success.
You shouldn't do it.
No.
So he wasn't dead yet though, and we completed the game we played. We played a bunch more.
But I was like a walking corpse with a trail of blood behind me. I mean,
and he was like, "I'll still fight for the kingdom, sir." Just was not going good for him. Yeah. So this is just a really super fun blast of the game to play. It's coming to GameFound very soon, so keep a lookout for that. Also, as always, like, subscribe, and comment on who your favorite knight is. Mine is Sir Galahad.
Mine is Sir Robin, but only from Monty Python Search the Holy Grail. Him and his minstrels.
Break your kneecaps
until they get eaten in the wilderness. But hey, much rejoicing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a mere flesh wound. It's fine. Let us know. As always, we want to thank our sponsor, Noble Knights, for sponsoring our video. And again, we're Tabletop Vibes, and we'll check you next time.